All right, hello everybody. How you doing today? What we're going to start out with today is a subject I like a lot. It's called Luxtorpeda. It's a Steam compatibility layer for Linux that lets you play games that have maybe open source Linux engines. So it might make some games work that don't normally work, or make some games work better that work okay with Proton, but maybe they could run better. Maybe they, like, if you're on a Steam Deck, this is how I found out about it. If you're on a Steam Deck, you kind of want all that battery you can get. You know, you don't want to stress out your Steam Deck too much on a game that might be older and it has a Linux, you know, way of doing things, as in a Linux binary. So today we'll look at how to install it, how to keep it up to date, um, how to use it in Steam. So these instructions will work for both a Steam Deck, or if you're using them in um, just normal desktop Linux with your laptop or your desktop or what have you. Um, the first thing you need to do is get a program called Proton Up QT. Now, originally, I did use the AUR version of this to in Arch Linux, but the instructions I'm about to give you work for the Steam Deck as well as your desktop. Um, Now, if you try to use the AUR version right now, there's some errors with it. There's some problems. They're doing some changes and stuff. Um, I just dealt with this myself. It wasn't running. We're having issues. I tried to reinstall it. Nothing. So I did the method that I did on my Steam Deck, which is using the Software Center in KDE, basically installing a flat pack. So flat packs, if you don't know, everything is constrained into one file, and it's got all the files you need to run it. It's kind of wasteful for some things. Like, I would not install Steam via Flatpak at all. It runs and it loads very slowly. It's very slow. So just use Steam from, like, your package manager built in. With SteamOS, aka with Steam Deck or any device running SteamOS, you already have Steam installed, but you can go into desktop mode by pressing your Steam button. If you're on a Steam Deck, you press your Steam button, you go to shutdown, and it'll say switch to desktop mode. You'll do that, and you'll see this screen, basically what I have. It's KDE. You'll see this little blue icon at the bottom. You hit that. You can do a search right here for Proton Up, or just, Proton Up. It'll show Proton Up QT here. Right here, there'll be an install button. I've already installed it, so this is also how you get Proton GE as well, which you definitely need if you're running a Steam Deck or Linux. Proton GE adds some things that Valve won't add. Stuff like the ability to play all video formats. For if there's cutscenes that are coming up and it's showing what looks like an old TV with color bars and stuff, it means that they don't have the plugin. But if you run that with Proton GE, it'll just work. Also, so once you've installed Proton Up Qt right here, you can then bring it up and just go up here, type search Proton There you go. Proton up Qt. So we'll start it up. And this lets you install basically Steam compatibility layers. Let's take a look at this. We'll say we'll add a version. We'll see if there's an update to Luxtorpeda. Looks like they're on version 71. So I have that latest version installed. I'm good. But then you would just click install here. It installs it. And then it adds that to your Steam. You can also get, like, you know, Proton GE. Select your version. Get the latest one. Or whichever version you're looking for. Say you're on Proton DB. And what you'll want to do is, you know, they'll say, hey, use GE Proton whatever version for this game to make it work. And then you just select that version of Proton. And then if, you know, if it needs lower, you just hit load more. In fact, what I'll do while I'm here is I'll update my Proton GE up to 9-22. And then I'll hit install. And then you see it installing. This is the same way it installs Luxtorpeda. Or Luxtorpeda. I don't know how you're supposed to say. Or Luxtorpeda. Yeah, something like that. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Anyway, we got that installed now. There we go. Now I have GE Proton. GE stands for Glorious Egg Roll. That's the group of folks that work on that version of Proton. Because Proton's open source, they just fork it and then they make their own tweaks to make it better for some things. So as you see here, we have that installed. We're good to go. We can close that. Now, if you're on a Steam Deck, at that point, you can just go back to your, you know, gaming mode. And then if you're not, okay, so I have a game here that works with Luxtorpeda. So Luxtor is basically, like I said, it gives you Linux binaries for the games that you have, and only works with certain games. Usually it's older games that had a port, you know, to Linux, or it's got a open source engine that works with it. So if we look at it, there's their GitHub. You can install it also via Tarball, and I'll show you right here on their GitHub page how to do that. But anyway, what does it work with? So we'll go to their website. These are the supported titles it works with. Alien vs. Predator Classic. That's like the Classic 2000. You got Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Arx Fatalis. Which, believe it or not, it works okay. I was around at the creation of that. Arx Liber. I believe it actually, though, uses like wine to help with its work. So you can look at the games here. Beneath the Steel Sky. Blakestone. Lots of older games. Blood, right? Now, you might find that it works better with Proton. It might work better with this. So kind of want to test both sides, see how it works for you. I mean, it might not work so good for you. You might want to try something else. Like here it says Doom plus Doom 2. It'll use Chocolate Doom. Personally, I would rather just use Doom plus Doom 2 because you get, they also let you use it with all these other engines. right? PR Boom Plus, GZ Doom, what have you. Now, this way, you don't have to manually install GZ Doom, but to be honest, for a Steam Deck, that would probably be good. For a laptop, it might be better just to compile it yourself. But it's kind of whatever you want to do. We got Doom 3, and it uses the open source Doom 3 engine. That can be kind of hit or miss from my testing. Doom 64 uses Doom 64 EX Plus. A lot of Doom games, because obviously Doom was open sourced. Descent uses DXX Rebirth. If you have Descent on Steam, yes, use DXX Rebirth. Trust me, it's a lot better. Free Space, same deal. The Free Space port is great. Duke Nukem 3D will use Raze, which is pretty good. Same thing with World Tour, you can use Edu 32 or Raze. Now, if you want the online play, just stick with using the Linux port of World Tour. Else you will lose the multiplayer. Now, I did test the multiplayer recently, and it was getting out of sync over Wi-Fi in the same house. I don't know how, but it was getting out of sync. That's not saying it's always like that. It could have just been a fluke, what have you. Enemy territories, Quake Wars. I think I did try that on my Steam Deck, and it worked okay-ish if you have Quake Wars. Yeah, so you can just scroll down and look at whatever games and see if it works. Like here we have Gothic, but it says engine is still in progress, so not all features may be implemented. Same thing with Gothic 2. So some of this stuff might work great. Hexen here, I would probably want to run Hexen if I was on my Steam Deck through an engine like one of these. To be honest, though, I'd probably just want to run it through GZ Doom. But it shows that right there. Hexen 2 is like the Quake engine, and you can use Hammer of Thyron, which is an open source engine, what have you. So, as you can see, say I have Wolfenstein here, right? And if you go to my properties and you go to compatibility, I could say use Proton, right? And this is how it'll play. There you go, just showed the world my CD key. Oh well. We'll live. I don't play it online. And eventually it might load. Or it might not. We'll find out. There we go. There we go. We have Wolfenstein. Wow, that's loud. Now, this is using just Proton. As you can see, it plays. No problem. Well, let's say, for instance, that didn't work so good, right? Now we can go to the properties, go to compatibility, change it from Proton to Luxtorpeda. Now watch what happens when we hit play. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Eventually, we'll get a screen, and it'll load up. And now, immediately, you see videos are working. It probably would have worked before, but I don't know, for some reason it didn't. See, this is using IO Wolf 3D, which I believe was made by Icarus, the guy from... there we go. Hold on. So he's the guy from, like, Linux games, or Loki, I believe. He's done more ports of games you can imagine. So as you can see right here, it says IO RTCW 1.51D single player Git from 2022. We'll see how it plays.
Here's what we know. This is Castle Wolfenstein, located in the Harz Mountains of northern Germany, property of Heinrich Himmler. Now, we've known of the existence of Castle Wolfenstein for some time, but we've only recently heard reports.
Alright, we're going to skip past that. I want to skip past that, because I don't want to hear the screams again. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this is a real Linux port, so it's gonna probably use less power. It's probably gonna run slightly better, and it's probably gonna load a lot faster on your Steam Deck, and it's probably gonna break right now on me, just to be silly. It takes a second to reload the old Quake 3 engine, I think. This we'll find out here in a minute. I'll tab right now. Yeah, it looks like it's working. It's just not. So, you just close that. I did that because I was fucking around with audio settings. But anyway, excuse my French there. That's kind of how it works. It just runs like a little layer and it loads up the game. So here we have Doom, and then we can go properties and say we don't want to have the nice online features and stuff like that. We just want to play it how we're used to playing it. You know, we can switch it over to Luxtorpeda. And all we got to do there is hit close, hit play. I don't know. We'll say the DOS version. I think it's just going to load up Doom 1 for Doom 1 plus Doom 2. Vulkan shaders. No, we're going to skip that. This might actually try to pull up the DOS box. Now since I think about it. Nope, there we go. Okay. So we can pick the engine we want to play it in. I like DSDA Doom, of course. Some people like, you know, GZ Doom. I've never liked Doomsday. But let's pick one. Oh, okay, it lets you really pick. Doom 1, Doom 2, etc. Well, that's cool. TNT, Platonia. Oh, so they've updated this one. That's nice. You can still play Legacy of Dust and GZ Doom. Let's try that. I don't know. Let's hit OK. So it downloads the engine. Voila. And voila. You have your Legacy of Rust. That's very loud in my headphones. I'm going to turn this down a bit. There. Turn my headphones down. Woo! Let me see how the levels are real quick. Wow, that must have been really loud. Okay. Anyway, back to it. So now we can play Legacy of Rust. But do it with the engine that I feel like, right? If I wanted to play GZ Doom instead of, you know, the normal. And we're done. Now if I want to play it the way it was designed to be played, we can do that too. We'll just flip that back over to Proton. So compatibility. We can say Proton 9.0-4. Close it, hit play. And we'll play Doom 1 plus Doom 2. Takes a while to launch Proton. It's got to like kind of reset everything back up again, I believe. It's kind of like a first launch thing. And it might ask to compile shaders and all this other stuff, so I'll skip that if it wants to do that. While we wait on that, let's take a look and see how everybody's doing. Alright, nobody really on this morning, but that's fine. Kind of making this as a VOD, kind of show people how this thing works. So we're going to skip making shaders because that takes entirely way too long. And it's Doom. It's not like it's going to really be too hardcore on the system. There we go. and now we're doing it in the modern engine. So if you had qualms with the modern engine when it came out, you can go back to playing the old one, but you don't have to. And you can do your multiplayer. There you go. Somebody's playing deathmatch right there. 63 millisecond ping. There we go. I think I saw him at the far end. Yeah. Ow. And voila. We have our online playback. It's playing just fine. Like I said, this is super useful for folks with a Steam Deck, but it's also super useful for folks that, like I said, they're used to playing it a certain way. They don't want to play it that way. Or they're on a Steam Deck and they want to save some wattage. Because it usually tends to be, at least from what I've seen, that if it's a good Linux port, it'll tend to use less juice to run it. Here we have Dark Forces remastered, right? I don't know if it works with that, to be all honest. I know it works with other stuff. A lot of id games, obviously. So sometimes people have made engines for older games, but they're modern engines. They run better, like Doom, like Tomb Raider, like Quake. Now, the id Software games have been improved with new engines. Like Quake got a new engine, Quake 2 got a new engine. They both have online play, co-op, deathmatch, etc. Quake 4 tends to run better, I think, with just Proton. Because the engine, the IO Quake 4 or whatever it's called, I don't know. I've not had as good of luck with it. Myself, personally speaking, Morrowind has got a Luxtorpeda. Or, I keep on thinking like Wikipedia. It's Luxtorpeda. Anyway, they have an engine on there. It's like OpenMW. It can be a little fun trying to get working. So let's try that real quick. Alright, let me hit install. Put it on the small one. It's not a big game. But as you might remember, the original engine is not awesome. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not. It could be better. And instead of have to go through all the work of compiling the new engine of OpenMW, this is pre-compiled binary for Linux that you can that's a static binary, so you don't have to do really anything. All you have to do is select the engine when you start the game if you have your compatibility layer set up for Luxtorpeda for the game. So let's try to do that real quick. Alright, and we'll hit play. We've already set up our compatibility. We're going to skip the Vulkan shaders because there's no point. We're going to use a engine that's designed for Linux. So, all right. So now some of these already have. This one looks like what? Elder Scrolls 3 multiplayer, maybe? Interesting. It's got multiple engines here, so you can go OpenMW, and there's a launcher. I think that one of these I didn't have luck with. I don't remember which one it was. So we'll try, I don't know. We'll try them with the shaders. Engine has native controller support, but needs manual Steam settings. Game is cloud safe. So the reason why they ask about they show the controller support stuff is in case you're running this on Steam Deck. In fact, this was, if you can tell, this was pretty much designed for a Steam Deck. Its whole UI here is exactly the Steam Deck's resolution. So when you're on a Steam Deck and you launch it in game mode, it'll just be full screen. It won't look weird or nothing. We'll try this. If it doesn't work, we can try something else. So it downloads that, downloads the binaries, okay. And voila. We have OpenMW. And I guess there's some new shaders in there. So we'll quickly make a new game. And it might work, and it might not. We'll see. I don't know if there's a way to skip this. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's running at 300 frames a second, which is a bit high. But it's just a video, so who cares? They?
To the east, tomorrow we meet. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking?
Because it's fucking cold. It's winter.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming.
Yeah, this one's got problems. What's my name? I guess it doesn't matter if nothing's rendering. Yeah, buddy. Alright. So that one didn't work so good, right? So we'll try something else. We'll try without those shaders, because maybe those shaders are what's breaking it, right? We'll hit play again. We'll skip on the shaders. It'll take a minute to load up Luxtorpeda. It's gonna like analyze everything. Let's just try OpenMW. See if we have a better time. I'll wait on the video again. Oh, look, we can see him.
What's your name?
We can go to video settings, and we can say, okay, we want this to be windowed full screen. There we go. Oh, that's better. My name's Adam.
Not even last night stole me away. I heard them say we reached tomorrow. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Oh, good.
Quiet. Here comes the help. This is where we get off. Come with me.
Use WASD. Bye, dude.
Do what they say.
Yep. Wow, there's bones on here. What the hell happened on this ship?
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
And let's see how it looks when it loads up the main world. Oh, look. Looks like it's working fine. Now, we can go into the graphics options and go to detail level. Do we want texture filtering? Probably. View distance is maxed. Water. Oh, we can turn on a nice water shader. Let's see how it looks. Oh wow, that's a lot better. Huh, that's pretty neat. Now, this isn't in the original Morrowind, obviously. We can turn on refraction. Let's see how that looks. Oh wow, that's even better. Very nice. And we're still getting 240 frames a second. Not bad. Now, we can do other stuff. Reflection shader detail. World. Nice. Texture quality. We can say high. We'll hit OK. Well, the thing is, we don't have new textures, but you can see the reflections in the water. Looks pretty cool, huh? That's definitely not something that was originally in the game. See what kind of options we have. Lights, lighting method, shaders for compatibility. Max lights 8, so that way it doesn't run too slowly. Maximum light distance, pretty high. Huh. Very nice. There's some scripts here. Third person mode. You set your controls. You can even set up a controller. This is going to be super useful for Steam Deck users because there was no controller support, I believe, in the PC version of the game. In fact, the HUD and everything was pretty awful. So this might work out better for your Steam Deck players, too. I mean, besides the fact it looks great. Now, on a Steam Deck itself, what kind of performance you're going to have with these shaders, I don't know. But, I mean, considering it's doing 210 on a GTX 1060 6 gig, it's probably going to be fine on the newer AMD platform. So, you're probably going to be good to turn on all these shaders. Alright, so I'm going to do a Nord. And yeah, there's mods you can get for the textures, for the faces, and all sorts of stuff if you want to like manually install and compile OpenMW. But this is just a fast way to get into it without having to do all the work. It's pre-compiled. All you have to do is throw it on there. Let's change the hair to something a little less awful. There we go. We'll just go bald. Because now there's mods for hair and stuff like that that you can get that look better, and that's fine.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow
Cool.
me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Well, let's go to the office, everybody. Look at that water. Oh my god. So much better than the original. The first time I played this game, it was on the Xbox original, and it was actually a better experience for me than actually playing it on PC. Just because it had really nice controller support.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours. Very good. The letter that proceeded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And
Sure.
what would that be?
There we go.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Sure.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Read your papers by pressing the space while looking at them.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celestradis.
And proceed to steal everything. Because you're not playing Morrowind unless you rob them blind. Because you'll need the money. There we go. Right click in order to bring up your menu. Which, I bet there's a mod out there to have a better menu that's better for controller players. This is not exactly the best menu for that. I mean, unless you really know what you're doing. So, we'll go to weapon, magic, lockpick. Okay, so we're going to drag, click the lockpick, click our player. Now he's got the lockpick. Bring up the weapon. There we go, got it open. And we got $31. Cool. If everything is not locked down, hold down shift to run. So everything's got sell value. Okay. I'm not casting magic right here. Alright, so let's talk to the captain. Alright, and we can...
Let's hear it.
Alright. Oh, duties. Okay, we should be good. dude must have cancer. Excuse me. Alright, we'll go up here to the guy and try to sell some stuff that we acquired. Now, in the Xbox version, the one thing that was terrible was every time you loaded into a new area, it would dump all the memory by restarting the Xbox. So the loading screens were long because it would actually reboot the Xbox to get all the memory to be able to play this game. Alright, so let's do some bartering. And I want to sell stuff. So, click on it. Sell 2 of them. Now, you want to haggle, basically, in order to get more money, but I'm not doing that right now. We're just showing. Alright, so we got 118 gold. This will get us a lot more. We don't need that. We don't need that. Get rid of the paper and the books. What? Yeah. Okay. That should be it. Oh, wait, the dagger. Did I give him the dagger? Knife. Okay, we still got the dagger. And our clothes and our ring. We can get rid of that. I'm not keeping that. We'll keep the bread. Fuck it, we'll sell that too. Okay. Cool. Now I can buy stuff. We got 263 gold. Let's get some basic armor. Nothing too fancy. Let's see. Since we're a heavy guy, we kind of need heavy armor, but we're also kind of poor. So, we'll get what we can get. Let's see, I just want to get like a two-handed sword. One-handed. Do you have a claymore, sir? There we go. Got a claymore. And we'll see if we can get a couple basic pieces of armor. Like, we really want heavy armor, but it's like, damn. That's expensive. Yeah, I don't need 2 of them. There we go. We'll just get basic. See if we can bring this down a little bit. Oh god. Oh fuck. Yeah. Cancel. Ugh. Let's try again. Just get a claymore. How's that? Can I get a claymore, man? Alright. Try this again. Okay, what we got now? It's 168. Just want to get some pants. Pants. Okay. And then a helmet, maybe. You get a heavy helmet. Iron helmet. Okay.
My patience is limited.
Yeah. How about that? Okay. Should be enough to get us going. Now we're gonna take a long walk.
If I can help, I will.
So we're gonna try to loot a bunch of stuff to get more money to buy the rest of what we need. Alright, so as you can see though, it's working. Now, with the newer games, you really don't need this, you know, to worry about Luxtorpeda, because, well, they have good controls already, they run fairly decent, and nobody's made an engine for them that I know of, so it'd be kind of pointless to do this route for that. But for this game, yeah, it's worth it. You know, it looks better, it runs better, it has advanced graphical capabilities. As you can see, that water looked pretty cool. And it's a good opener up for trying out the engine. Of course, there's much more you can do with mods if you manually install. So we're gonna hit save. There we go. We saved. We're done. We exit. Voila. Now, we'll show you a couple more examples. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. And I'll look up another game this works with. Let's say Duke Nukem 3D, or even better. I can spell words. Ion Fury. So we'll set that to Luxtorpeda. Now this is going to be a give and take. The give is you're going to get the Raise engine, which is great. The take is you don't have cloud saves. That's another thing with both of this. There's no cloud saves when you use this. So that might be a big negative downside for you. If there's no cloud saves, you might go, well, what's the point then, right? I want to be able to save it on my Steam Deck and then play it on my laptop, or if my Steam Deck breaks, I want to not lose my save game. So if you're worried about losing your save games, you shouldn't use this. Let's see. Let's hit play. Let's see, it's unable to sync the cloud saves, right? Because you can't use cloud saves. Skip the Vulkan shaders again because we don't need them. Because we're going to be using a Linux engine. I was going to use Eduke 32. Okay. And here we go. So if you hit continue, there's not going to be anything to continue because cloud saves don't work, right? Now I've tried this on my Steam Deck and it worked great.
You're lucky I can't fit a grenade launcher in my bag.
Now, what's going to be the advantages of this? Maybe battery. But it might be fine with just Proton, to be honest. It might. So you can do controller stuff. As you can see, works with all the features of the game, other than the cloud saves. Trying to get on top there. I always have fun jumping in this damn engine. I love Build Engine, don't get me wrong. Ken Silverman was awesome. There we go. Is there any more loot over here?
Nothing there.
Oh, we got some armor over here. Something I really liked about that game engine was, yeah, you could do swinging doors. Didn't feel hacky doing it either. You do floating platforms. Transparency was easy. Like in the editor, in the build engine, you could just hit the minus key on the texture and it would make it transparent. That's pretty cool. Need the access card.
Gotcha.
Was the access card in the bathroom or something? Sorry. Alright, so let's head back out. As you can see, it worked good with this game. Other than the fact that you lose cloud saves. Like, it's gonna fail on the cloud saves. Let's try another game. So, Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. And we'll switch that over. Compatibility. We'll go to Luxtorpeda again. We'll hit install. Sure. We'll wait for that. That'll take a second. Luckily, these are all smaller games, you know. Basically, if they have some sort of compatibility with that game on the list, you should be good. I do find that sometimes this list is not fully up to date, but it does work with lots of games. I've seen that sometimes you'll see stuff show up as like on the list that's not. Let me rephrase this. Sometimes stuff is working, but it's not on this list. This list is rather small. Alright, so there we go. Dark Forces 2. We'll hit play. We'll skip that again. Now, the old engine does not like widescreen as much, I believe. Oh. Maybe this is a different game I'm thinking of. I thought it worked with this one. It was like Open Jedi. Hold on. Hit cancel. We'll uninstall this. Manage, uninstall. I'm thinking of Jedi Knight. I thought it was that one. Jedi Outcast, maybe? Okay, that might be the one. Try it again. This is a slightly bigger game. I believe this one used the Quake 3 engine, so it uses, I believe it's called Open Jedi. Let's make sure the compatibility layer is set correctly. There we go. Wait on that. It's still finalizing. There we go. And we'll just say regular play. Let's go. Open Jedi Knight. There we go. We'll set this to something better. Hold on. I have to do this one manually. I think I am. Hold on. Let's see. R underscore custom width. And this is going to be 1920. R underscore custom height 1080. And then we'll do R underscore mode -1. And then vid restart. Or not. Or it might crash. Yeah. That's usually how you would make it work. Okay, hold on. Let's close that. Okay, we'll try to load it again. I mean, if you're on Steam Deck, you know, you're using like, oh, there we go. Now it worked. R underscore full screen 1. And then we'll just restart it again. I can't click yes. We'll just close it manually. No? Yeah? Maybe? Who knows? Close it manually. Now we'll see if it goes full screen. The engine from like what, Windows 98, Windows XP, something like that. Not perfect, obviously, but we can see we're in Open Jedi Knight 1.0.1.1. It's using SDL audio. Technically, it's actually being run through Pipewire for me using like basically SDL to Pulse audio, and then Pulse audio is being converted over to whatever. You can see this is like actual Linux game engine. So I don't know. We'll start a game. And voila. We're going to skip all that. As you can see, the videos are working. Got a really good frame rate. 125.
Whatever's causing those transmissions, it's not showing up on any of the sensors. This Imperial outpost looks as abandoned as reported.
It's as dead as the rest of Ketchum. My Mothma must be getting paranoid. She never used to send pros like us out on blue milk runs like this.
Kyle, Jan, greetings.
Mon Mothma, Kyle was just talking about you.
No doubt. I bring troubling information about your mission on Kedjin.
I hate it when you say troubling.
We've managed to decode a small fraction of the transmission we intercepted earlier. And, well, listen for yourselves. I'm on fire. Shadow.
Yes, very listenable. There we go.
The Valley of the Jedi?
Reborn?
We believe this transmission was intended for Galak Fayar, the suspected leader of the remnant forces in that sector. It's probably nothing more than a couple of soldiers telling tales around the glowlamp. But as you are the only survivors of the Valley of the Jedi incident, I thought it only fair to warn you that this mission
I'd skip
may be
this, but
more
it's not letting
dangerous
me.
than we originally anticipated. Your objectives, however, remain the same. Find out what you can. Clear out any remnant forces you encounter. And may the Force be with you.
So much for the blue milk run.
Alright.
I saw someone.
Probably.
Great. house.
Sure. Yeah, you probably want to get out of here. You don't want me to shoot you. Hmm.
What was that?
Great.
Is someone there?
What? Oh.
Get him! Get him!
Oh, that's my girl. Yeah.
Get him!
Let's turn up the brightness a little bit here.
Blasters aren't going to do much good against that.
I'll see if I can find a way to get the door open. Wait here, Jan. Blasters are offline. I need to get them powered up.
Boy. Okay.
The Remnant usually has pretty tight security. Make sure you search any officers for key cards.
Yeah, it's so dark. Is that as bright as it gets?
It's locked.
Perimeter defenses online.
Did that do it?
No, but you managed to get everyone's attention.
Can't jump out the window. There we go.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Stay here, Jan. Cover our back.
Okay, I'll wait here. don't take all day.
I hate this part. Run! Ow. Dead. That's why I said I hate this part. Do it again. But yeah, as you can see, it works, but it's not exactly super intuitive. But so that might be a toss-up. Like, do you use it or not? Now, if you want the widescreen resolutions, I believe you can do that. Just same commands I did already inside the engine. I used them back in, like, you know, the early 2000s. So it might not be necessary to use it in that case, but it might still run better. Who knows? It's there for an option. You know what I mean? That's what everything's about. It's options. You're gonna have multiple options in order to get a game working on your Steam Deck or on Linux, and that is one path you can take. I think I tried it on this. Now I just run on the Genesis Classics. I think I just run it as is. But if you don't want to, because I don't know, you don't want achievements or something, and you don't. I mean, personally, I like it as is, but I think it does work with Luxtorpeda. Let me try. I might be wrong here. I might be massively off. Yeah, go. It's not that big of a game, I don't think. I mean, like I said, there's a list, but it's not exactly up to date of all the games it works with. So, generally speaking, older games, like the Tomb Raiders, they'll use Open Lara. Is that a perfect port? I don't know. It's what they use for the remaster for the original games. Hold on one sec. I think my dog's snoring. He is, yes. He's just going ham, cutting logs. We let him out this morning after feeding him, and now he's taking a snooze. Alright. Starting download. Or just download it. What you doing? I might just be wasting my time on this for real. Okay, it's done. Connection timed out. My internet's still working. So I'm on fiber internet, but I'm going through a laptop, but I'm on 5 gigahertz. so it's probably gonna be fine. While we wait on that. Have a drink of my Diet Coke. 1.7 gig for like a couple Genesis ROMs. Well, I say a couple. The ROMs themselves are like whatever. You know what? I'm not even sure if this was a thing. This might be a false memory, as it were. So let's just uninstall this. It might just be a waste of time on that one. One of them was Aliens, or Alien versus Predator, right? Oh, that dog is really cutting a log. Anyway, let's go. Hopefully the Steam servers aren't just shut down at the moment. No, they're good. They're working. I don't know. This is not a huge game. It's a fun game, though. This is the original PC version. There we go. Oh, that was quick. Didn't really need that, but whatever. This engine uses a non-free engine. Yeah, I don't care. Let's go. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This had really fun co-op back in the day. I used to have a lot of fun playing the co-op. It might load. Running. Oh, is this it? No, that's just Luxtorpeda. You sure it's running? It might have had some sort of incompatibility, or it might still be loading. We'll give it a minute. There we go. That's what it is. Let's see if multiplayer works, out of curiosity. Ooh, just finding, Well, if I remember back in the day, I believe we had to use GameSpy, or in Linux we had a GameSpy lookalike, basically. But let's just do single player. We'll play as, I don't know, the Marine. No, I'm a dork. I'm just doing easy today. So we see the video's working. Can you just get past this now?
Intruder alert. All personnel must evacuate.
Oh, wow, the controls suck. Alright. I should do it. Where's the flare button? Or the use button? Oh, crouch. Left control, jump. Space, operate, E. That's good. Good. Fine. U. Damage intensifier. Whatever. We're gonna leave that as is. We should be good with that. Or not. There. I don't care about centering the view. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna go up to use these settings. I'm having to use the arrows for this, so not a Steam Deck. This might be a pain to set up. You might want to hook up a keyboard for a minute. Okay, we can move. Video's not coming up on this version. There we go. Cool. Right. Is there a key here somewhere? What is this? Okay. So is this the exit? So let's go this way. Case of emergency brake glass. What did this do? Oh, open this. Something in here. What's the reload button? Is there a reload button? I don't think there is one. Okay. Oh, that was dumb. Just gonna waste ammo. How does one reload? Oh, we're good. Okay. Eggs. Be dead. Okay. How did that hurt me? think that's the alien ship. Alright. Killed one. Yay. Can I walk through this without getting hurt? Yeah, okay. I played the original on, like, Atari Jaguar. Oh, shit. Oh! Nope. Oh, I want to stay back a minute. Okay. Looks like something happened down here. See if there's a way I can crank up the brightness a bit. I know this, like, the main point of this game is to be dark. But I hate dark games, to be honest. There. That's a little better. At least I can see something, so I can at least keep my radar up. Now let's see if we can crank up the graphics. Cool. But, like, can we change the resolution? Huh. I don't think we can. I think you're kind of stuck with the resolution you got. Let's see if we can use this terminal. No. Alien ship. Cool. Oh shit! I hate it. I hate it when games do that. They're like, oh, by the way, somebody's coming up behind you, even though you cleared all that shit. Welcome to the alien universe. Oh, that is like seizure inducing. We were just here earlier, I believe. Sounds like a predator. So yeah, this does good job of making it spooky. Let's see where the hell I'm going. Jesus. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. They're like, yeah, explore. Get jump scared. Oh, like that? I'm gonna be out of ammo soon. If this keeps up. Man. So we went here. This says exit. How do you exit? Oh shit, we got somebody. Where you at? You up here? What's this? Uh-huh. Jesus. Anybody else? Yep. Where you at, bud? I have 4 rounds. Well, 2 magazines, 4 rounds. And right now, let's check. Pretty chill. Okay. So yeah, remember how Doom, you could either have your light or your gun. Well, this one, you could either have your night vision or your movement detector. That was it. Alright. Let's abort for now. Let's see if we can change the video mode. Oh, see, now we can change it. Okay. There. That should help. Let's try to play as the Predator. But this time we'll try it at 1080p. Man, that audio is so poppy. It's like crackling audio.
Are you sure it's not your headphones?
Huh?
Are you sure it's not your headphones?
No, it's not the headphones. It's an old game. And alright, now we're at 1080p. Oh, I gotta redo the controls. Cool. Different character. Okay, so forward W, back, strafe left, strafe right, center view is just nothing. Wait, backspace, there we go. That's fine. Crouch, jump, operate. Next weapon. Previous weapon. Flashback weapon. Cloak. We'll do F. Cycle vision modes. There. Zoom in. Probably should use mouse wheel for that, but I don't know. I'm so used to using mouse wheel for everything else. You know, finding weapons, you know. Zoom in, zoom out, I don't know. We'll just leave that. Grappling hook. I'll go with grave. I just hit tilde, but okay. Recall disc. R. That should do it. Let's go up to use these settings so it doesn't forget though. Huh? What's mouse wheel up and down being used for? Let me guess, zoom. being used for cycle vision modes. No, it's being used for zoom in, zoom out. So we'll take that off of there. Okay, now we'll go up to UC settings. Let's try to go invisible. Nice. Shoulder cannon. Spear gun. Cool. One shot, one kill. What's up, buddy? That's fucking broke. I love it. I mean, Predator should be. He's pretty badass. Don't need to worry about getting ammo, because, you know, Predator and all. Can't jump that high. Where's the Predator, like, jumping through the trees? Let's see, vision modes. Vision modes. That was what's... What did I bind that to? Q? There we go. Oh yeah, that's neat.
Warning, intruder alert.
He just lost his leg. Cool. Okay, let's try to set this up. Ow. That motherfucker got a rocket launcher. Nice. That is so cool. I love playing the Predator in this game. It just feels like so awesome to be able to play this dude. What is that? Is that a dude up there? What are you? Okay. Really? Why were they just standing around in this room that has like nothing in it? Who knows? What's in this room? Like nothing. Okay. And what's in this room? Nothing. Just some crates. Huh. Oh. Maybe that's where the aliens were climbing it? So I should be able to climb up that, you'd think? Let's look at our controls again. Is there something for, like, climbing? There's cloaking. Stuff to do with the disc. No. Let's try pressing E on it, see if that does something. Man, it's been so long since I played this freaking game. Maybe I was supposed to use a switch or something. I definitely got my blood everywhere. So a new Alien game, like the Predator, or the newer Alien game, the Predator can jump really high. Well, anyway. As you can see, we got high resolution working. We got... So you could set your custom resolution for your Steam Deck, probably. Setting up the controls is going to probably be a big pain. There's a joystick configuration. I guess you can enable it there. I don't know if it works good or not. I haven't tried it. But that might be a good solution if you're on a deck. So just being able to navigate to that. But yeah, as you can see, it works fine for that, for Alien vs. Predator. I'm going to uninstall this again. Let's see if maybe somebody posted a more complete list. Possibly. I got Arx Fatalis. Cave story, huh? Now, this one somebody might like. The Command and Conquer stuff. Do I have that? I think I was gonna get it, but I was afraid that they were gonna, like, screw it up. I have Red Alert 3. Does it work with that? This is for like the first Red Alert. Okay. But it says it also works with the engine still in progress. Not all features may be implemented. Engine is still in progress. Not all features may be implemented. Yeah. I mean, it might be fine. I don't know. I've tried this Commander Keen Complete Pack with Commander Genius. Let me do that real quick. This is one of those things like you might just prefer it in DOSBox. Oh, let's do one I definitely know works with it. We'll do, obviously, Wolfenstein 3D does. So, I don't even know if it listed it, but I've tried it with this on my Steam Deck. This is a really small game. It's like 11 megabytes. So it should download pretty dang quick. So if you don't want the DOSBox look and you want to have like a semi more modern engine, like you need Vulkan shaders, you really don't. Okay. It'll load up eventually. So we'll do 3D. Now this will, yeah, it's not shareware. That's fine. There's a secret there, I just don't remember how to do it. And the usefulness of this port, obviously, is to get the higher resolutions. You know, set it to your Steam Deck screen or your, you know, or whatever screen you're using. If you got an ultra wide or whatever, it'd be useful, or a weird, strange resolution, or just widescreen, you know? I think I'm in the wrong map. Oh, I'm in the wrong section of the map. Wait. Okay, we're good. Almost there. I don't know if one of these had a key in them or just food. Okay, we're good here. Turn my sensitivity up a little bit there. There we go. Alright, nothing here. Yeah, anyway, yeah, works great on Wolfenstein, obviously. Like, you can play it in DOS, that's fine. Hell, I played this on my Sega Genesis on a port somebody made. Huh? That was weird. I couldn't remember. There we go. Not really gonna use that. I miss enough. Yeah, there's nothing there. Okay. Nope. Yeah, we get on health. Okay. A little bit of a trigger warning here, folks. I mean, the game was made in the 90s. You're killing Nazis. So there's going to be that artwork in here. So it was a much different time where, you know, hell, I was allowed to play this in a Christian household growing up because we looked down upon, you know, that kind of artwork. But Germany doesn't allow this game, obviously.
Wolfenstein.
It was banned from Germany. So I should probably lay off. So, proceeds to play, right? So, that being said, it works rather well. I would say it works better than trying to do the DOSBox method, you know, because it controls better. I mean, you saw it runs fast. I was using the shift key and strafing to make it move faster. My stream's still going. Yeah, it's still going. Okay. There we go. It's like, what's going on? Alright, so we got Wolfenstein showed off there a bit. I'm gonna uninstall that because, to be honest, most of the time I'm playing that, it's on my Sega Genesis. I don't really need Return to Castle Wolfenstein on here anymore because we're done with that. Other games it works with. Commander Keen. I'm going to set it, of course, back to Luxtorpeda. Hit install. A whopping 25 megabytes. Obviously, a lot of id games it'll work with because, you know, open source, etc. But this was one of those games you might prefer to play on the DOSBox side if you like that sort of thing. It's like, there we go. That feels very regular. So it's still a square aspect ratio, but I don't remember how to play. Okay. So you might notice it feels a little smooth. Well, for me, it feels smoother than the actual original. Jumping feels less wonky. So there's kind of changes there, you know. Ooh, that was close. Okay, he's down. Probably should just head out. Totally not a Pepsi. Uh-oh. Out of ammo. Oh wait, that's not a bug. Okay. Okay. I didn't die. How does one get over there? Oh. Maybe there's another entrance up here. So this game was originally made by id because they were trying to make a deal with Nintendo to port Mario 3 to PC. Well, Nintendo didn't like that idea. Cool. So they just made this game instead. You can see it's got a lot of the same stuff. In fact, these tiles look very familiar. I don't know if that thing kills me. I don't remember. There we go. Very cool looking lighting though in this level for a 2D game of the time. Is this gonna hurt me? It's too bad that you cannot read the standard galactic alphabet, human. Okay. But that's enough of that for now. That really kind of covers it. You kind of get the main idea, you get the main gist that, you know, Luxtorpeda is a good thing for if you want to play some older games that it's compatible with, grant you. You just save some steps, you know what I mean? I mean, there's other ways to play older games. You know, you have things like DOSBox, you have Wine, and Proton. It's just, like I said, another option. Other than that, that's all I really wanted to showcase today. Just a quick recap. If you want to get Luxtorpeda installed. You have to get the flat pack, so you go to Flat Hub. You know, just do, you know, it's Proton up QT. There it is. And then install that how you normally install flat packs. You know, for KDE, you can install it with the little software store here called Discover. That's what you can do on your Steam Deck. And then once you install it, you can then run it and then click Add Version. You can get GE Proton that way, or you can get Luxtorpeda and install that. Anyway, I'm gonna head on out now, get some breakfast, and hang out with my kiddos today, and probably play some more video games offline. You have a good rest of your day. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time here at Adam's Linux Games.